Hi everyone, it's Keyless Entry. Today I have a very interesting lock. This is a Ruko. I'm not sure of the model, but it does have a 500 core, which is removable. I bought this off Aussie eBay. It was a bit of a gamble because I didn't really know too much about it. I did ask around on LPU and stuff like that, and the eBay seller told me it was from the 60s as far as he could remember being at his house locking up his shed. But did some further research on LPU, and thanks to Culper, he managed to date this for me to the possibly 1940s to 50s. So very glad to have this first Ruko padlock in my collection. Alright, so there's the bitting. It is a 5-pin. And as you can see, the key has been in the lock for a long time because it's all tarnished around the key bow, but very clean on the bitting. So works perfectly. Nice snap on there, and it is key retaining. All right, let's chuck it in the vise. So yeah, it's got that kind of keyway, that sort of Yaley keyway there. All right, let's give it a pick. Dokes, and check that it still works in there. Beautiful. All right, so for this one, I'm going to be using a 1mm top of the keyway, and because that low bitting, well, high bitting I should say, I'm going to use the scimitar from Locksport tools and work off that right ledge just there. All right, let's get to it. Okay. All right, I might just put that up a little bit. There we go. Alrighty, so, okay. One is binding straight away into a false set. Okay, 2 is binding now, giving me counter rotation. I hope. There he goes. I think I might have dropped one. Well, there you go. I'm going to do that again, because if I put this pick in far enough, it'll pretty much set 3 pins at once. So let me just, I haven't cleaned this lock out yet, so maybe I didn't get pin 5. So to make it a valid pick, let's do this again. Okay, 1, false set. 2, counter rotation. Oh, did I get him? Yeah, 2. Okay, there's 3. Counter of 3. Hopefully. Come on, 3. Okay, I think I've got 3, but I've dropped 1 again. Okay, so 1, 2 feels good, 3 feels good, 4's giving me counter rotation. Come on, 4. Oh, I thought I'd drop 1, but no. 2, maybe it's 2. No, 3, 4. Oh, okay, I think it's 5 down the back this time. Yeah, counter of 5. Come on. Come on. Lost the set there again. And we got an open. Alright, so that felt more like a valid pick. I did pick each pin that time. Yeah, I think it might need a good clean out. Oh, we got a flat head screwdriver in there, which sort of indicates the age of the lock. I really love this lock. It's my first Ruko padlock. Hoping to get more, but they can be quite expensive. Right, so we've got this set up here. Not sure if that will show up on camera. Maybe we'll get a little flashlight out, which my son has stolen. Oh well. So these two posts here interact with the two actuator paws. They interact with the shackle here. So when you spin that key like that, it pushes these locking paws back to retract to open the padlock. Alrighty, let's put that there. So it's quite an interesting format. This is before the snowman cause. So we've got, and when I first opened this up, I think I was the first person to ever open it up because it had green paint on the screws, and you can still see the green paint on there as well. So now these two brass rods can be removed, and the tailpiece, and I'm going to use a shim, I think. Here we go, let's get a nice straight shim just in case. If in doubt, shim it out. So, oh, a bit too far. All right. If that's the right size, yes. Yeah, this one's a 5-pinner. So yeah, this is a 500 core. And that is your bitting. So nothing too crazy. A bit of a high lift on 4, but the rest is sort of mid and lows down the front. All right, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. All right, key pins. Standard. 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 So yeah, when I was buying this lock, I couldn't ask the eBay seller to take it apart because he's obviously not a Locksporter and didn't know what to expect, but I was quite surprised. It doesn't have a sleeved core, which I would absolutely love to have a sleeved core 500, but maybe one day. So no funny business in the core there, just stock standard. Now the fun is upstairs. So, and these chambers are a little bit offset. So you can see the inspection holes are not right on the bottom. They're sort of, well, the key pins are at the sort of 11 o'clock position. And the first one is a standard. Looks like a steel standard. Nice chunky springs. And now we get to these beautiful hourglass spools, which I was really happy to see in there. There we go. They do feel a little bit different than normal spools, but they still give you counter rotation. Do need a little bit of manual counter rotation, but it's not too bad. All the drivers are the same length, I think. Yeah, it's got a taper on one. And let's get our 4th spring out and go back to the back for number 5. which is offset a little bit. So we've got these 4 hourglass style spools. Very, very cool. Just love this lock. Beautiful, beautiful lock. All right, let me just bring these pins up to the camera. Oh, and if anyone does have any information about this padlock, I'd greatly appreciate it. I know Culper from LPU said this is the old style Ruko logo. So it could be, he said, anywhere between 30s and 50s. But yeah, I think he said the early ones had the tapered pins and then they went to the hourglass spools. Anyway, all right, let's do some zoomage. Shift this over a little bit. Show you the key right there. All right, so we've got all standard key pins, as you can see, no taper on them at all. They look like nickel silver. Then we got this one little standard here with a taper on the very end. Not sure if you can make that out, but there is a little taper on there. And then these beautiful, I've never seen a lock with these before, apart from some challenger locks, with these hourglass spools. And they are just awesome. I've never seen a lock with them like that before. All right, I'm just going to put all the key pins in. Show you how these would interact. So the bitting on it is not the best, but I will not change that. So 1, as you can see, kept dropping, probably because of that taper. 2 came into play, as you can see straight away. So did 3. 4's way in there, as you can see. And 5. So nice pick, that one. Quite enjoyable, actually. Even though the bitting's not too best, I still love this lock. Anyway, that was the Ruko padlock, which I'm not sure what the model is. It's a 50mm with a 500 core. Thanks for watching and take care.